Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the visuals on display here with this anime key visual that was released today for The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses? I've talked about this series about a month ago when we got a key visual and a brief little teaser trailer. I kind of talked about it, shed some light on it, so to speak, and a lot of you guys were pretty interested in the series, and when I uploaded that video, many told me that, yeah, it's very wholesome, it's a really good manga, and I should read it, but I've kind of sat back and I was like, I'm probably just going to wait for the anime. But to kind of get everybody up to speed, we got some more information on the series, like for instance, a new trailer that came out, which is a minute long, and I kind of want to talk about the good and the bad of the trailer. And you're probably wondering, bad? If you watch this trailer today, you're probably like, wow, this is a pretty good trailer. But I want to point out something that, kind of seems off about the trailer. It could be just my personal take of it, but if you look closely at just this image, I really want to take a spotlight on this. This is literally when the trailer begins. It's literally at 0-0, right at the start, literally as soon as you start this PV2. Look at just the way it looks, okay? Like, here, I'll just put it full screen for you to just have a full look at it, but, like, look at just the way the characters are drawn, to the angle of the buildings and all that. It looks very off. I don't know, just something about this overall shot, the way it opens up and all that, and then some of the camera angles that you see don't look right. Like, especially this beginning shot. Now, once again, if you take a hard look at, let's say, the grass and all that, it looks good. Like, the grass does look good, okay? Like, yeah, seriously, it legit does look good. But, like, look at just the way the buildings are warped to the side and all, I don't know, just something is weird about this visual here, and it really was like, huh, what's going on here with just the background scenery when I started the PV. But obviously, besides, like, some things like that, little flaws here and there, legitimately, the character expression, to the line work, to the way, once again, the eyes are drawn, and I talked about my first, impressions of the PV that I made a month ago, legitimately, this is a really good-looking anime so far. I've been closely following information on this series, kind of waiting for more information to come out, etc., and everything that I've kind of seen so far, it looks exactly like what I would want. Like, I am legitimately getting pumped to watch this. I mean, look at this. Like, okay, this is another good example of what I just talked about with, like, the background art. Like, the background does look good, okay? I do want to point that out. But it looks so photorealistic that it kind of just looks like the anime characters are not supposed to be there. It kind of looks off. I don't know. Once again, might be just my personal take on this. If someone wants to disagree with me, please disagree with me. I have nothing wrong with that. Like, there is nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Just the background, like, here looks a little bit off. It looks good, but once again, it just doesn't feel like it fits, like, the scene. But once again, besides these little obvious things here and there, I do think that overall the way the characters are expressed to the hair and the line work is legitimately cute, and the more and more I see of this anime, the more and more I cannot wait to watch it. I know everybody has been talking about this as well today. Like, there's so many people that continuously keep talking about, like, this is going to be a good show. I saw this trending briefly as well today. Like, it was legitimately trending on social media, and I believe, I actually saw when I was just browsing Reddit, I actually saw it pop up. So, obviously, there is a lot of hype surrounding this series. A lot of people are looking forward to it. Now, I do want to clarify, as I already said, I am an anime only, technically. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know if this is going to be a 10 out of 10 show, amazing, whatever. I have no idea. I'm going into this completely blind. The only information I have is, like, what has been given by my anime list here, with, like, like, who was made, what magazine, what genres, etc. Stuff like that. Who is the original writer of the series and all that. There's I know a few things, but that's about it. So, there's something I do want to point out as well is it's by Studio Gohans. Now, Gohans, they can be a good studio. Like, legit, they have some good stuff. And I talked about this last time I made a video on this topic. I talked about how they worked on K or, Setokai Yakuin Domo. They've had some good shows over the years that I enjoy, but they've also worked on the notorious Handshakers that I think people will definitely recognize. And so when you see this, there's some of these visuals in the back, there is some worrisome looks. Well, once again, this is just so far off from its actual release that I don't think we should stress too much on that fact. It just is something to point out. It legit is something. But once again, I want to take a moment to appreciate some of the artwork. I know for a fact, like, here, I remember leaving a like on it. Here, let me find it. Basically, yeah, here, someone posted this. I was like, I'm probably going to use this as a thumbnail. Someone, like, took frames from the PV that we got and applied the manga panels to it, and you can see that they really are replicating the style of the manga within the anime, but obviously there's definitely a lot more details, so to speak, on the hair, to the way the eyes are drawn. I do appreciate that. You can clearly see just by the way they're expressing the characters with some of these scenes, they definitely are putting a lot of work into just the character designs. The character designs really are straight up spot on and nice looking. And I don't think anyone's going to deny that. And I think a lot of people are going to be drawn to stuff like this, especially with just Oshinoko getting a lot of popularity as of late, especially because of the eye designs. And when you see the eye designs of like a character like this, legit, it looks pretty nice. So yeah, I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. A new PV came out. I'll have this linked in the description if you want to check it out for yourself, see it for yourself and all that. I think that, you know, yeah, besides obviously some things like this that I've talked about already, I think that legitimately this is a good PV, and it's looking to be a good anime. I know that there is some worrisome signs because Gohan's, you know, and all that, but, I do think it's going to be legitimately a good anime when it releases. But I guess I'll wrap it up there. I just wanted to talk about this because it was very interesting, and I am pretty hyped up to see the first episode when it releases. But be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.